Kidani anapiga kelele wakati na shoot video.
I've been up for 3 nights. My eyes are bloodshot red. Damn, I wanna see the sunshine. It's getting to my head. One look in the mirror, don't like what I find.
So hi guys, welcome to another video. This is the review of the Infinix NOTE 8.
I'm sorry that I stole your car. Ain't got those tattoos on my arm.
The Infinix NOTE 8 is my favorite Note to date. But before you take that out of context, let me tell you some things that I don't like about it.
I'm sorry that I stole your car.
First of all, the user interface sucks. I know I've been talking about this for a while, but I hope Infinix is listening. Secondly, the cameras are not really that good, but they're good enough for the price. The third thing is the USB Type-C port doesn't accept all charges, but the good thing is it's Type-C and not micro USB. Anyway, I love this phone and this is my review after using it for a couple of weeks. So I want to keep this video as short as possible, so let's discuss a couple of things quickly. First, the battery life is great. You won't have an issue with it. However, if you're in the USB Type-C world, you'll notice that the phone doesn't accept all chargers. Powerful chargers like chargers from the laptop and tablets, somewhat refuse to charge the device, but if you use a charger from a phone, it picks up. The second thing is that the display looks really good. Yes, it's a 720p panel, and I have complained about 720p panels from Infinix and Tecno for a while. And yes, it doesn't have high refresh rate, but it looks good. I hate the fact that YouTube videos are capped at 720. Infinix, for me, messed up the decision of going with 720p rather than 1080p. Because you remember the Infinix Note 4 came with a 1080p screen. I think even the Infinix Note 3 came with a 1080p screen. Going back to 720 makes the quality of watching videos on YouTube not that good. However, the bigger display, the saturation, the brightness, I have no complaints with. The third thing, the cameras are meh. They're not like, they don't stand out in any way. They're the usual cameras from Infinix and Tecno at this price point. You can take good videos, you can take like nice looking photos. However, portrait mode doesn't look really good, and you have to really force yourself, or rather, anapiga kelele wakati na shoot video. So you have to sort of try to take good pictures. You can't just point and shoot and get a really good photo. You have to pause, explore the scene, know how the lighting is before you take a photo. The fourth thing is that the design is good. This is a good looking phone. It's plastic and glass at the front, but it's okay. I have no complaints about it. You will hate it because of the fingerprints. Like whenever you touch it, the smudges on the back, you'll hate it for that. You'll also hate the fact that when you apply a case to this phone, or rather when you use the included case or you buy a case, it makes it even bulkier. So if you don't love big phones, or if you don't want it to be bulky, you have to use it as it is, though it's prone to scratches because it's plastic. So at the beginning of the video I said this is my favorite Note to date. Here is why. For me, the huge display makes it a really good device for media consumption. Yes, I've already complained about the 720p display, and I've already complained that I would prefer 1080p display, but at this price point, most of the devices, apart from the devices from Xiaomi, come with 720p panels. And this 720p panel is already okay as it is. So if you're reading a book, if you're doing any sort of media consumption, apart from YouTube, if you have a downloaded video file and all that, they'll look really good on this panel. It's really huge. The second thing is that the performance is really good. I think that should be it. The only thing I should be talking about this phone is its performance. With the Helio G80 processor and the other processors Infinix has been using on their recent phones, I feel like they have sort of decided to move from the older processors that are really bad. These are good processors. These are processors that perform really well. You can play games with them really easily. Switching between apps is really fast, and just the usual things that will lag over time are here catered for. So enough RAM, enough storage, and a good processor makes it a really good phone for me compared to all the other Note devices. And of course, that's when you think of the amount of specs and the amount of RAM, storage, the processor, for the amount of price you'll be paying for this device. Because if it were, say, 25,000 and above, I will be complaining. But starting at 15,000 with the Note 8i and going up to 20,000 with this model, you can't complain about those specs. The third thing is that the fingerprint scanner is really fast. It's on the side, and I feel like this is a better placement than having a very bad under the display scanner that some devices have. So with the side fingerprint scanner, everything is really fast. The phone marks an important update and an important departure by the company from the boring devices of the past. Here we are having a device that's performing really well with good battery life. It's future-proofed by the USB Type-C port, and it also has more RAM and more storage at a low price. At this price point, I feel like there's not much to complain about the device. Yes, the 720p panel is not good. Yes, the cameras are not that exciting, but considering competition, considering the price, and considering that it will last longer because of the future-proofed port, hopefully updates, because we've been complaining about those for a while, I feel like it's a good device for anyone considering a device at this price point. The only competition I feel is from Xiaomi with their Note 9, the Xiaomi Note 9 and the Xiaomi Redmi 9 series. So if you are looking for a device, maybe consider those because they have a better panel. But if you want a good performer with really good battery life, the Infinix NOTE 8 is a device to consider. So yeah guys, it's a short quick review. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.